Hello, Paulie, wormfarmingrevealed.com, and this video I'm going to reveal to you the way that I apply Diatomaceous Earth in the worm bin. Now I have it on the website, not the video, but the first page on the Diatomaceous Earth. If you go to the website and click on the left panel, on the left panel, I've got all kinds of topics on the left navigational panel. Scroll down to where it says Diatomaceous Earth. Now I have done my research and I have studied Diatomaceous Earth, and I've got like, I don't know, 5-6 pages now, and I had to break it up that way so that you don't feel like you're scrolling all the way to China. So there's so many applications for Diatomaceous Earth. It's such a wonderful natural substance, and I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty on what is Diatomaceous Earth. You can go to the website, and I've written several pages really explaining on its many different uses. And so what I'm just going to focus on this video is how to apply it in the worm bin. And let me talk about when you're applying it in the worm bin, it's said that it's not effective when it's wet. That's true. It's not, because what it does to an insect is when an insect gets it on their body, it absorbs their waxy cuticle that protects them and keeps them from dehydrating. And the waxy cuticle is outside on their exoskeleton. A lot of people say it's sharp and jagged on a microscopic level, because you can touch it and it's not going to hurt you, but on a microscopic level it's jagged and stuff, and that could be true. I don't know. I tend to lean more towards the school of thought where it just absorbs their waxy coating, and then once it does that, it keeps absorbing. So some say it scratches at it and then exposes them, and then they just dehydrate. So when you're applying it in the worm bin, now this can go for your plastic tote, a worm in, or a wooden flow through, a worm reactor, any type of small scale worm bin that you use, maybe outside or indoors, a can of worms. Go ahead and come on in here. And what I use is anytime I do any feeding whatsoever, I put a layer of about maybe 3 sheets of newspaper on top. Now I just fed my worms yesterday, and so I have coco coir on top here. So I keep a moist paper on top, and when you are applying it, I don't put it underneath. I mean, you can sprinkle it underneath, and if you're wondering, no, it will not hurt the worms. It's just a flour, and it only hurts, well, I can't say it hurts insects, it just dries them out. So if they're going to suffer through dehydration, that's what it is. But it won't, if it doesn't hurt us and doesn't hurt our skin, it's not going to hurt a worm either. And if a worm does come in contact with it up on the surface, it's smart enough to dodge it and get away and go somewhere else. So you don't want to apply it underneath the newspaper, because it'll become moist and just completely be ineffective. So what you should do is allow the newspaper on top, or whatever material that you use, allow it to become a little bit drier. This is a little bit wet, but I'm just demonstrating it for you. And you can apply it several different ways. You can sprinkle it in with your hand. And this is a pest pistol. And you can That's a little bit too much, but you can put it in this way. Another neat little trick is to use some sort of spice container, and it's got the openings here where you can just shake it on. And when doing this, you don't need a lot. You're just sprinkling it in there, and if you see it starting to become moist, you can reapply a little bit. You could even take the newspaper out and put a drier one in there and then sprinkle it on top, which will probably last a little bit longer. So that's really how it's applied. So in a nutshell, I mean, and it's not complicated, and because a lot of people ask me, they say, well, how do you apply it? And I understand, people don't want to read through a bunch of stuff. They'd rather just ask and get a fast answer. So this really just has to do with those flies that you get, or sometimes the spider mites that you get. They can become overwhelming. But I do have a method that I did post. It's 3 parts, and it shows you how to prepare your food so that you don't have all those unwanted pests. And we got to face it. I mean, this is an ecosystem. You're going to get some critters, and however, I enjoy the critters because there's a natural balance that goes on in here, and everything has its purpose, and it all just kind of it's synergistic, and they benefit from each other. So, but that just helps you. This method here to cut down on the unwanted pests. So, and that is it. And hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, remember what's in your soil.